trying to be in there, not trying to be cool, just trying to be in this. Tell me, are you too? Can you feel where the wind is? Can you feel it through all of the windows?
Hi, I'm Nisha,
Jamal.
and welcome to The Right Moments, where we discuss money, marriage, and all the right moments. So, a very good friend of ours, which is a sister to me, posted recently on Facebook.
Your baby mama.
Yes, my baby
I'm her
mama.
baby daddy.
Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, she posted on Facebook a question of how long is too long, or what is the time frame to support a spouse or a partner once he or she loses their job.
Yeah.
So how long is too long for you? How long would you support me if I lost my job?
Let me see. If I was making some money, and we were financially good, I don't think there should have been a time frame on it, to be honest. As long as everything was good in the household and there was a plan in place and everybody was on the same page and the communications were good, I wouldn't put a time frame on it. That's just me.
All right. So for me, as his wife, if Jamal lost his job, I don't think there is a time frame. I think once you're married, you're kind of in it for the good and the bad and for the long haul. But that's where open communication comes into play. And I know some see the terms open communication as any form of communication. No. I'm talking about honest and very frank communication. So for example, if Jamal lost his job or was fired, I wouldn't leave a advertisement from the paper with jobs that are open and expect him to know what that means. No. The open communication comes into play. Number one, your significant other just lost their job. They may have now lost what they identified as themselves, so there's a grieving period. How are they taking it?
All right.
So Jamal, of course, we mentioned in our previous videos, he was a stay-at-home dad for 5 years.
All right, 5 years. Well, during those 5 years, I tried to look for a job within those 5 years in Virginia, but there was nothing in my field down there in that area. So we're talking about Portsmouth, Hampton, Suffolk, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake. There was no jobs in graphic design down there at that particular time. So yeah, for about 3 months I was depressed, like really depressed, because I couldn't find a job coming from the Wizards, being a video editor, also do graphic designs and photography. It was hard trying to find a job down there, but I wasn't going to just take any kind of job. It had to physically and mentally and everything else make sense to the overall household. So
Yes. Spouses, you can't expect your partner just to automatically bounce back into the workforce. We came from a very high cost of living area to, we moved to an area which the cost of living wasn't that high. And in the area that we were in, it was predominantly a lot of factory manual labor type of jobs, which Jamal,
I ain't doing that.
he's not doing.
I'm not doing that shit. That's my one cuss word. I'm not doing that. No.
He's not doing that. And not saying that he's too.
I went to school, so I picked the field, so I wouldn't have to stand on my feet. Because
that should be our next topic. We both met at a pharmacy where we had to stand on our feet for 8 hours a day, counting pills. She was an assistant manager. No, I'm not doing that. No. Manual labor is out the question at this point. I want to sit down and absolutely do nothing.
Not do nothing, but he's still working, but at least not.
I work, but it's not, I don't consider it work.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm not doing no manual labor. I ain't throwing on my back.
Which
How
what?
I want to work.
can't with
Let
you.
me stop. No.
Stop. No twerking. No twerk discussion. Okay. So it was unreasonable for me to expect him to, number one, find the exact same position that he had before we left,
Right.
making this the exact same amount of money, if not more, in an area that it just wasn't possible.
Right.
So maybe this is the time where we reevaluate our family circumstances and situation. Do you want to start your own business? Is there something that you heard your partner talk about over and over again? Maybe this is their opportunity to go explore that, which he did.
Right. I
Which you
started
did.
my own business, 2 years, 3 years in living
Yes.
down there. So I figured I would start my own business, do freelance stuff here and there. I mean, I would get like freelance jobs like every 3 months or so. But it wasn't nothing that was really sustainable because we were already looking to move back to DC, right? Like we were already in that process,
Yes.
thinking about her next duty station. So, but yeah, decided to start my own business and just grab freelance jobs here and there, and that's how it went.
Yes. So whatever freelance jobs that he did get and the income that came in, it still went towards the family. But through those entire years, we budget. We made sure that our priorities were set, meaning our bills were always paid. Our kids never wanted for anything. So we were never late on house payment, utilities, whatever debts we had, those were
Right.
still on time.
And you gotta pay your bills, man. You can't just be assed out. That's my second one. That's my second
That's
cuss
it.
word.
Two cuss words. He's done. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta pay your bills. You just can't just be doing stuff and not have the home taken care of.
Yes.
So
And since you brought up making sure the household is taken care of, so just because Jamal was home with the kids, I didn't expect him to do the grocery shopping or to clean the house or to wash dishes or any of
I don't know
the,
that dishes part, man. I'm gonna tell you.
That's one of my pet peeves.
Listen,
I'm
this is
just
what
saying.
she'll do. She'll just leave him there, right? And I'll just be at home like, yo, I don't feel like her slamming cabinets and all that other stuff. So let me go ahead and wash these dishes so I won't have to hear him out. And but that's probably the only thing I used to really do when I was at home was just wash the dishes.
In regards to household chores.
Yeah, like taking out the trash. That's a given. She's not taking
There's
out the
no
trash.
reason for any
I
wife.
could be out of town and the trash would still be there, and she's
There
like,
is
"I'm not taking
none.
out the trash."
That's his job. I'm not taking out the trash. That's why one reason I married him, so I don't have to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course, continue to communicate and talk to each other. Also, I am his wife. He is my husband. We're partners. So that time frame when he did not have a job, that did not make me his boss at all. Just because I was the one that was bringing home or had a steady income, it does not make me his boss. Because
Yep. That's our little one.
yes.
That's a 3-year-old.
So I always look at things twofold. So if I was the partner that stayed at home and took care of the kids and made sure the household was good, I don't expect for him to be my boss. We are in a marriage, in a partnership, meaning we share those responsibilities. We talk to each other. We're partners. We're not bosses of each other.
Right.
Okay. Which
So I ain't having it. I ain't having it. No.
Okay. And during this difficult time, when your spouse is looking for another job, stay positive and support each other.
Yeah.
Support each other. Those really hard days that he was depressed, and I would come home and I would see him on the couch, and they were hard. They were difficult.
Yeah. I had to get out.
Yes. Yes, had to get him out of the house.
I started going to the gym,
Yes.
playing basketball again. Like I would do just to kind of keep my mind off me not having a job. Like my buddies would ask me to do stuff and I would just do it to kind of just get back into those creative modes where I can be like, all right, let me just start just doing freelance stuff on my own. So that's what really helped me. Like people asking me to do stuff here and there. I wasn't charging them any money. I'm charging y'all, but back then, I wasn't charging anybody any money. I would just do it, knock it out for them, and that would kind of get me out of my run. Besides going to the gym and playing basketball. So that's what I used to do. Drop the kids off in the morning, get ready to go to the gym, play basketball, and that was my days. And then be back, pick the kids up, make sure they were good, and that was 5 years doing that constantly for 5 years. But I wasn't traded for the world, so
Yeah.
it's a good experience.
So, ladies and gents, continue to support each other, talk to each other, kind of dream with each other, work towards whatever's next, even if it's a bad situation. So, of course, Jamal wasn't fired. He had to resign. But it was still an opportunity that we took advantage of. It made our family stronger. He was there for our kids. We were able to save because we weren't paying for daycare. I didn't have to think about, being that military member of if our kids were okay, because I knew he was home and he supported me. When I had to stay late at work or leave early in the morning and not see them, I knew
Right.
our kids were good and our household was good because they had their dad at home.
And school.
And school. So all those field
Yeah,
trips
that
that I
school
missed.
thing again.
Oh, my school, yes.
Yes,
my
your
My
school.
yes, my
I
school too.
I didn't go to school.
You did go to school.
No, that's a whole
Okay.
different topic, a whole different discussion.
Okay.
I still might sue them
No.
for what
don't.
they did,
Stop.
but yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you again for listening to us and coming to our channel. Please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. What else?
I should play some go-go.
No.
These people need to hear. People in San Antonio need to hear go-go. Every video from now on,
No.
y'all gonna hear something
No. No.
from Washington D.C.
No.
Listen. All right, y'all.